friends, how are you all? I hope all of you are doing very well wherever you are. Today I want to share with you some of my tips how to learn German fast. German is a very difficult language, and as Mark Twain, the famous author, once said that life is too short to learn German. Yes, it is a tough language, but I will say that it is not most difficult language. There are many languages which I found more difficult, for example French. So I want to share with you with some tips that which will make this process of learning German a bit easier for you. I will say that there is an app, mobile app, Duolingo. It is a very good app to learn German, to start the process of learning German. And then there is a website called dw.de, and it is also dw.com also you can type, then also it comes website, and it is from the Deutsche Welle. Deutsche Welle is a very good website to learn German. Here you can listen to the news in German, and that also according to your level. Like if you are the beginner level, you are at the advanced level, you are the intermediary level, you can watch the news or listen to the articles, read the articles as per your level of the language. And they share some very good tips. Also they have some courses also. They have online courses. They can tell you some study material, they can give you some subject material to learn German. So I will highly recommend that website to you. They also have a Deutsche Welle that news channel also is here. There you can also listen to the German news, or German news in English also they come, so you can also listen to the English version of the news. Second is, whenever you learn language, you have to learn the nouns with articles. Most difficult part of the German grammar is that every noun is attached with the article. So we don't say just wall like we say in English. In German language there is der, die, das, three articles. Like for masculine they use a different article, for feminine they have an article, and for neutral objects they have a different article, das. So like for the car, don't learn okay car is called auto. No, car is called das Auto. So learn it with the article. And make a small card. You can make that system, keep that system if it is useful for you. Like whenever you read a noun, like this is like table is called Tisch, so don't remember it is a Tisch, write on the that card der Tisch. Give you some pointers which will help you in remembering those articles. Like all the weathers, seasons, like summer, winter, they all start with der. They are all masculine. And all the things which end with chen, chen, then they all are always das. All the words which end with ung, they start with d. Whenever you will join a German course, your teacher will definitely give you these type of tips to learn that. And I will say that these are very, very useful tips. It will really help you in learning the articles fast. And that will give you very funny tip how I learned some of the things. Like if I am going to post office, I'm going to bank, then I will say, oh, these are the girls, I'm going with my friends to the post office, I'm going to the friends to the bank. So D, D is for feminine, right? So it is D post, D bank, D park. So I always learned like this. And for example, fork is called Gabel in German, and fork has that that side of the, we used to think it looks like a hair of a girl, so I used to think that okay, die Gabel. Knife is called Messer, and it is das Messer, and then spoon is called Löffel, and it is der Löffel. So you will have to find a way how to learn all these articles, and they are very important to learn. Then there are some, whenever you write a noun, you always have to remember to start with the capital letter. So if you are writing food, is called Essen. So if you think you are using it as a noun, then you will write E capital. But if you think you are using it as a verb, because it is also used as a verb, that ich will essen, then E will be small. So if E is small, then it will be thought of, okay, this is a verb, and if you write E as a capital, then it will be used as a noun. Then there comes a number system. Number system is very, very difficult. I still find it very difficult when someone tells me some number and I have to write it down. Like 47 will not be called 4 and 7. It is like they first say 7 and then say 4, like 7 so 7 and then 40, 7 and 40, they call it like that. And if you think it is complicated, I found French system more complicated, because like if they have to say 99, they will say quatre vingt de neuf, means 20 times 4 plus 10 multiplied by 9 plus 9. They are so difficult, you know. I will give you a tip which my actually boss gave me, that whenever someone is telling you the number, then leave some spaces. Like if you're writing you know, whole number like 40 is for someone's mobile number, then leave some spaces, so that if someone is telling you 784, they will speak as like 784. So 7 and then you will write 4 and leave the space, what will come in the between, 84. So that is how I struggle with number system here, but I think this tip is very helpful to write the numbers. And I will also give you some tips how to day-to-day language, so that you can at least be, you know, speaking terms and to get fluent in German. Listen to the songs. When you listen to the German songs, you really catch some words like Bahnhof or something. There are many German songs, and you will really, from the beat, from the rhythm, you will start learning. You will automatically get the, you know, get the rhythm of it, and you will get the this hang of the language. And the next tip will be that watching movies or watching any shows, you either on YouTube or TV or Netflix, whenever you want a chance, watch it with German subtitles. When on the German, you will see something going on, and you will know that what they are speaking. Like I think maybe you are in the beginning, you will not be able to catch so much of the language if you are listening to the German, but from the reading the subtitles, I learned a lot. And then there is a word which is used overall in German language, bitte. Bitte it can be used as like thank you and you know, welcome. He says, someone says thank you to you, danke, and in return you say bitte, like you're welcome. You can also say like that, but it is also used as a sorry, like I hurt someone and I will say oh bitte. And suppose if I need something from someone, I need your pen, then I will just, you can just gesture towards the pen and say bitte. And if you want to give something back to someone, you can give that pen back to the person and saying bitte. So bitte is used everywhere. You want a side, you are going to the on the road, or you are in the supermarket and you need a side from someone, they just say bitte. So if you are new to the language and if you are still struggling with learning the you know, to form sentences, bitte will really take you to the so many, you know, help you in handling so many situations. You don't have to feel awkward if you make a mistake in German language, because Germans are really very tolerant, and they are really very liberal with that if someone makes a mistake, because they understand that for a beginner, for a newcomer, it is very difficult to learn a new language, and still they are very helpful. They actually try their best to understand me, and they are really very helpful and generous, and they will try their best to help you. But the problem is you have to speak in German. If you will take a one step, the other person will also try to, you know, help you. And the thing is, I also got a very big tip when I was learning German, that some of my classmates, they were just having German boyfriends or German girlfriends. Like having a German partner helps, because a whole day then you are speaking German language with them or listening them speak German. But it also has a disadvantage, because then you're always arguing over that, oh god, someone is always nudging me, someone is always nagging me about the language, oh I am speaking something wrong, and someone immediately comes and say that, oh you spoke that wrong. To avoid that, or maybe if you're already married like me and you don't have an option for German partner as a life partner, then you can go for a tandem partner. It is also a very helpful thing that you can have a partner. There is a website also, you can search for that I will teach someone English and the other person will teach in German with me, and you can meet personally, or you can also just from email also you can keep contact with each other and learn German and teach them their language. It is like language exchange program. I hope you find my tips useful. And if you think you still have some query, you have some question, then please do let me know in the comment box. If you have some tip of your own, then please also share it with us so that we can also have some knowledge. And if you like my efforts, if you liked this video even a teensy tiny bit, then please do hit the like button and do share it with your family and friends for their benefit also. And do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. I will be very happy if you become a part of my YouTube family. I will see you in my next video. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay blessed. Bye bye.